It's bath night for Kelvin tonight, and he's also going to get wiped down with coconut oil to remove any greasy skin buildup that he's having on his back end and on his back. So here we have our supplies all set out. Everything's on a towel on the floor. That's a Tupperware container with warm water and a towel for traction. We have a spare towel here to dry him off on. Over here we have our Kind and Gentle Gorgeous Guinea shampoo. You must always use a shampoo that is meant for small pets because their skin is very delicate. We have coconut oil and a cloth to wipe off the extra skin oils that we don't get off with his shampoo. We have a jug there that has warm water for rinsing him off, and I have his nail file and clippers there so that we can do nail care afterwards. When you're going to be bathing your guinea pig, you need to think about a couple things. Number one, make sure the room you're bathing them in is nice and warm. When they're wet with water, they can get very chilly easily. So make sure you heat up the room that you're going to use. Number two, make sure you're only bathing them with as much water as you need. We do not want our guinea pigs to feel unsafe, to be swimming, anything like that. Number three, make sure you're using pet safe shampoo. Number four, make sure you're only bathing them because it's needed. Bathing should not be something that we schedule. It should just be on an as needed basis. When you bathe them and shampoo them, you're washing away their natural skin oils, which is what protects them from getting dry, what keeps their fur nice. So if you bathe them too often, you're stripping that away and you could cause skin irritations. So here we go, we're gonna go get Kelvin now. Okay, so here's Kelvin and Hobbs. We're getting Kelvin for his bath. So I'm just going to show you how I pick him up. See, so everybody's piggies run, so you can't get upset about it. So let's get them out in the open. I always put a hand in front of their face that kind of blocks their vision so that they don't think they have anywhere to run. And then my other hand slowly slips underneath them. And then there we go. We've got a good grip. So there, we've got Kelvin and he's going for his bath. So tonight's bath night for Kelvin, and I'm just going to see if it'll pick up on camera what the oily skin buildup looks like. He has some right here and some there. He's kind of maybe too light to see, but on his back he has some as well. It just looks like dry, flaky pieces of skin. And then on the back here it's more of a, I don't know, like a waxy type substance. So they do need to have their skin washed off when they start to get a buildup because it's just like our skin. You want to exfoliate so that the skin can breathe and be healthy. And if they have too much oily skin buildup, it would be very itchy. Okay, so in here we have a cloth for traction, and this is warm water, and I'm just going to set Kelvin in. Maybe I'll turn it this way. And it's always a good idea to do stuff on the floor or safely in a bathtub or sink, just so they can't hurt themselves. Some piggies will get really spazzy because they absolutely hate water or get really nervous and scared. So what we're going to use first, since he has a lot of oily skin buildup, we're going to use this Kind and Gentle shampoo from Gorgeous Guineas. We're going to put that on. Oh, and he's making his back go funny because it feels yucky. Is that cold, baby? So I'm just going to work it on his skin, and we're going to kind of leave it for a few minutes there to really start to break up the oils. So that's a really good reason for having the room that we are working in nice and warm, which we do. We're in the bathroom here on the floor, and the furnace is going. So it's nice and warm in here, and plus his water's warm. So we're just going to keep working this around for a few minutes and we'll come back. We're just going to sit here doing this, breaking it up. Okay, so Kelvin's been sitting here for a minute or so, and I'm just gently running my finger along, and it's starting to break up a bit. We don't have to get it all off because that's what we have the coconut oil for after his bath, to really ensure that we get that off. So now we're going to rinse him off, and that's why I have this little container here with extra water. Just checking to make sure that's okay. So we'll rinse that off. Make sure he's rinsed off. And I think I might give his cyst a little scrub there, just to make sure that's clean. So hopefully we can find that spray for him tomorrow to give that a whirl. Okay, we'll rinse that off. You're a good boy, baby. Now Calvin's an example of a pig that's very calm and quiet. So you really don't have to worry about him getting all jumpy and squirmy, where some people's piggies you do. So I'm just going to hold him up and check his tummy. Just going to wipe his tummy down a bit with this cloth, because sometimes he gets sticky under there. Hey, baby. Now generally, as a rule, for the skinny pigs, the only ones that I've ever needed to bath are the seniors, because they get sticky tummies from sleeping in there where they're peeing and pooping too much. Otherwise, with the younger boars that I haven't had to bath them. All I do is wipe them off with the coconut oil. But Calvin and Hobbs here, they definitely need to have a bath once in a while. Okay, so Calvin's dried off here. And what we're going to do next is get rid of the rest of this oily skin buildup. The shampoo did some of the work and loosened it for us. So next we're going to put coconut oil on, quite a thick layer, because we're going to be wiping this off. Get it down on his hind end here. I'm going to just rub that in a bit. You're a good boy. Get his little tushy here. Now, not everybody's piggy is probably going to like this when you first do it when they're younger, but as they get older, they get very used to it, I find. Okay, so then what you do is you take your soft cloth, and you're just doing this gently, just wiping around. And now it's hard to see on Calvin since he's pink, but I can see like the skin is coming off, like the oily skin buildup. And his new shiny skin underneath is looking great. When I used to do this to Barnaby, Barnaby was black. This cloth would get all black skin on it, which was great because you could really see the progress that you were making. So all we're doing is taking off like the top layer skin that needs to shed off anyway. It's like when you exfoliate for yourself. You're just getting off dead skin. And the dead skin on the skinny pigs is just going to cause them irritations. It might make them scratch themselves because it's kind of itchy. And we need to let their skin breathe. And coconut oil is safe for them to lick off later. And it's a great thing to help moisturize them. So it's perfectly safe to use. So now we're just getting his little tush. And you do not want to wipe too hard because some of the skin might still be stuck on there if it's a bigger chunk, and you don't want to be ripping it or causing them any discomfort. Another thing I like to do with the coconut oil is put some in between my fingers and just rub it on the flaps of their ears. You're not going in their ears at all, just on the outsides. Sometimes I find for the skinny pigs, they do get a bit dry on their ears. They don't really have a lot of fur like you'll see with your furry pigs. They have fur covering all of their ears, keeping it nice and moist, but the skinny pigs don't have that. So I find just a little bit of coconut oil there, sometimes put a little bit there, and we're good to go. Hey, babe? Next, what we're going to do with Calvin here is clip his nails. Since we have them out, we're going to check how they are. Turn a little bit here. He has clear nails, so it's very easy to see the quick, compared to piggies that obviously have black nails where you're just guessing. You're doing good, baby. I keep up with their nails pretty good, so they don't always all need them. These are probably the trickiest ones, the inside nails on their front, because they kind of curl in a bit. There we go. Just gotta take your time. Good. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good and beautiful, aren't we? Okay, so we're going to put Kelvin back in his cage. So we're back in the piggy room, and I just want to tell you, when you are putting your piggy back, you need to have such a good grip on them. Obviously, we're not talking super forceful, but very secure. They don't know how high up they are, and often their first instinct when you're reaching to put them back in the cage is to jump. So you really have to keep a good handle on them. So we've got him here, and you see he's squirming to jump. And I do not let him go until all his feet are touching the ground. So there we go. That was Kelvin getting his bath and getting his coconut oil put on. And he's good to go. Hi, BB Hops. And he's saying, I'm going to bed and I'm hiding from you. Hi, BB. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.